Hey, this is Meenakshi, Academy Head from Daffodils, Jalandhar, and thank you for giving me an overwhelming response on my cue card series. And the cue card for today is talk about an interesting conversation. Well, we all interact on daily basis. There are some interactions जो कि बहुत general होती हैं and we ought to forget it. However, there are some conversations which leave an impact and we ought to remember it for quite a long time. ऐसी ही एक कन्वर्सेशन मुझे बहुत अच्छे से याद है एंड मेरी एक कज़न है, हर नेम इज़ प्रिया. I might be in 4th or 5th standard when she moved abroad to Canada for her higher studies. And when I was in my 12th standard, when I was pursuing my 12th, she came back to India to meet her family. She's from Ludhiana. And since मैं 12th standard में थी उस समय, I was actually confused and in dilemma whether to study abroad or to study in India, and she was like a blessing for me. I was really impressed by her style, her dressing sense, her communication skills. मैंने पहले से ही माइंड में सोचा हुआ था कि when she visit us, I'll clear my doubts, as I know that she also took a decision of studying abroad. And she was very helpful in clearing my doubts. She mentioned how the studies in Canada are different from the studies in India, and they follow a practical approach, wherein ours is more or less a theoretical approach. She also mentioned that over there in Canada there is the value of money and people are paid as per the skills they have, which definitely because of high population here in India is not fulfilled. Even my parents were convinced the way she was describing the differences between studies in India and study abroad. Finally, after talking to her, I could clear all my doubts and I took a stand that I need to study abroad. And then the further process started. I started preparing for IELTS and thought of where to apply my file from. And it was so nice of her that she also offered me an initial support. She said that I can stay with her in Canada for some time, and she would also pick me from an airport. That was a big help for somebody who is not familiar with the new country. And thereafter she only gave me a reference that where should I apply from my file from, and I applied my file through Daffodils. That is how I got to know about them. They did all the paperwork and I got my visa, and finally my dream of studying abroad came true. I over here strongly recommend that अगर आप किसी भी स्टेज पर, किसी भी पॉइंट पर कंफ्यूजन में हो, तो आप उन लोगों से इंटरेक्ट करें जो सेम एक फील्ड से, सेम स्टेजेस से निकल चुके हैं. Since they have a real experience, definitely decision एक ह्यूमन का पर्सनल होता है, but by taking inputs from the people who have already gone through such experiences would add upon the value so that you can take a wise decision for yourself. Thank you.